Okay, so this video is going to introduce another layer of variables to be used to address speed in your program. Currently, if you look down in your code, what's really controlling our speed is some numbers we typed in on the first few days of class. And if you look at the movement of Zargon, he moves 5 pixels to the right, and he moves 5 pixels to the right each time we press a key, or 5 pixels to the left each time we hit a key. But if you think about the dimensions of the screen, it's like 0 to like 1800 or something like that. So that's a lot of pixels. So going 5 pixels at a time is kind of slow. And if you think about how slow that is, let's run our program and let's look how slow that is. So if I go left and right and left, let's say I think our program right now is set up such that if I reach 7 points, Boron shows up. And I get a point every time I hit the edge. That's going to take forever because I'm going so slow. So let's look at least one option on how to address that. So one way we do is we gotta, this number right here, 5, that's got to change, right? And we want to make that faster, all right? And so we can look at doing that. If it's a number, it's not going to be able to be anything other than that number. If it's a variable, okay, then that variable value can change during the program. So let's look at that. So instead of using 5 down below, let's use the word for speed. Okay, and let's see what that does. So if we change this to speed and this to speed, how do you think that's going to change the program? Okay, we're going to run that, and it shouldn't do anything different than it was already doing because it was already going at 5. It's still going at 5, right? So if we change that to 10 or whatever you wanted to do just manually, that would be twice as fast, right? Speed equals 10. Change that once, and now we should see twice as fast. Boom, look at him cruise. Okay, and that's got, so you can see that instant speed change. So what if we had the computer automatically change it during your game, like when you're playing? So why don't we say this? Why don't we start out the game at 5, to give people a chance to kind of get going in the game, and why don't we change it during the running of the game? So we'll start out at 5, and we'll say once, you get 1 point for hitting the edge. Once you get 3 points, the speed doubles. Okay, we can do that because speed is going to be whatever the value of speed is, and that's how much the x value and the y values are going to change. All right, so let's look at this. So let's say down here, all right, so we're going to say, hey, if score ever hits 3, then speed equals 10. Okay, and if we do that, we know that in addition to everything else we've done, if the score ever hits exactly 3, the speed changes to 10. It starts out as 5, right? So let's run that and let's see if, equals, sorry. Okay, here we are. Should start out at speed 5 slow, but we got 1 slow point, 2 slow points. And here we go. So we hit 3, it should double. Boom, right? Look how fast that is. And you could have that change throughout the program, right? So there's how you can change the speed during the running of your program automatically.